Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So in the previous class we have discussed how to convert a given fraction, say 1 by 2, into a decimal number. What will be the decimal number for it? When we multiply both by 5, we have 5 by 10 as our fraction and its decimal form becomes 0.5. And also how to convert a given decimal number into a fraction, 1.1. How can you do this children? 1 write as it is without the decimal point, and for the denominator, if we observe in the decimal number we have one decimal point, so in the denominator after 1 we'll place 1 0. The fraction for the given decimal number 1.1 becomes 11 by 10. Now on the same lines we are going a few decimals which are to be converted into fractions. If you look at question D, 1.344. How will we convert this? First write the number as it is without any decimal point, divided by what should come in the denominator? After 1, how many decimal places do we have? We are having 3 decimal places. So we'll write 3 zeros after 1. 1344 divided by 1000 is our answer. But this is not in its simplest form. Okay, what is this? This is not in its simplest form. If we observe both the given number by 8, yes, both the numbers are divisible by 8, so we have to reduce them to their simplest forms. We have 8 ones are 8. When we subtract, 5 is remaining, 4 brought down. Then we have 8 6 are 42. 8 6 are 48. When we subtract, how much is remaining children? 6. And then when 4 brought down, 8 8s are 64. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. So what is the answer? 168 is our quotient for the numerator. Next, again when we divide 1000 by 8, we have 8 ones are 8. When we subtract, 2 is remaining, 0 brought down. 8 2s are 16. When we subtract, 4 is remaining, 0 brought down. 8 5s are 40. When we subtract, 0 is our remainder. So 125 is the quotient here. So this will be our final answer children. The answer reduced to the simplest forms. This is the fraction, yes, 1344 divided by 1000. But it reduced to the simplest form is 164 divided by 125. Now coming to the next question, 5.76. It will be 576 divided by 100. Yes, we are having 2 decimal places, so 2 zeros. Again, both of these numbers are divisible by the number 4 here. 576 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4, 1 brought down, 4 fours are 16, 6 brought down, again 4 fours are 16. So what is the answer here? 144. So 576 divided by 4 is 144. Then 100 divided by 4. 4 2s are 8. 0, 2, 0 brought down, 4 5s are 20. The remainder is 0. 100 divided by 4 is 25. So the answer. Now the next topic is like and unlike decimals. Yes, after learning about conversion of decimals and fractions, we learn about like and unlike decimals. Do you remember like and unlike fractions children? When I say 1 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, these pair of fractions are called as our like fractions. Why? Why? Because all these have the same denominator, that is 2. Yes, so these are called as our like fractions. In the same way, the fractions with different denominators, say 1 by 4, 2 by 6, 1 by 3, are called as unlike fractions because they have different denominators. Now even in decimals we have like and unlike decimals. We are having few examples here: 1.2, 3.5, 45.6 and so on. And in the second box we have 4.12, 5.45, 58.72 and so on. In the third box we have 5.134, 9.765, 18.678 and so on. Now what are they saying? Look at the decimal part of the given number. So suppose the number is 45.6. What is the decimal part here? This here in the middle will be our decimal point, and the numbers that we have written to the right side become our decimal part, and then to the left side the 45 becomes my whole number part. Now what are they asking us? They are asking us to observe the decimal part. That means the part that is written after the decimal point to the right of the decimal point. It is highlighted in red color. Yes, if you look at the decimal parts of the first box, all the decimal numbers are having only one decimal place. It's called as one decimal place, children. The number of digits, it is called as the decimal place. Okay, all the given numbers are having only one decimal place. Coming to the box 2, all the given numbers are having only two decimal places. Coming to box 3, the given set of decimal numbers are having three decimal places. If we observe, what did we observe from this? That the set of numbers are having the same number of decimal places. That means the digits after the decimal point are the same. The number of digits are the same. Now what do you observe? We observe that in each group there are decimal numbers which have the same number of decimal places, and they are called as like decimals. What are they saying? Now as this group of decimal numbers have the same number of decimal places here, so that is why they are called as our like decimals. That means all these are like decimals. Again these are like decimals and these are like decimals. Why? Because they have the same number of decimal places. Decimals having the same number of decimal places are called like decimals. The like decimals, what are like decimals? The decimals having the same number of decimal places. Now what about unlike decimals? What can they be? Yes, so decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Example: 16.58, 9.337, 0.8 are all unlike decimals since they have different decimal places. Yes children, for 16.58 we have two decimal places, for 9.337 we have three decimal places, and for 0.8 we have only one decimal place. Now as the given three numbers are having different decimal places, we call them as our unlike decimals. Let us do an exercise based on that. Write whether the following group of decimal numbers are like decimals or unlike decimals. Okay, what is this? If we look at question 1, we are given 4 decimal numbers: 2.68, 5.95, 3.26 and 7.86. Now we have to say whether this group of numbers are they like decimals or unlike decimals. If we observe, yes children, all the four numbers here are having the same number of decimal places, that is 2. All the numbers are having only 2 decimal places. So what will they be? I am writing LD here. L for like and D for decimals. As the given four numbers of the first pair have the same number of decimal places, they are our like decimals. Coming to question 2, 0.92, 10.891, 89.764 and 142.8. Again here the first number has 2 decimal places, second has 3, third has 3 and the fourth number has only 1 decimal place. If we observe, all the given numbers are having different number of decimal places. They are not the same. So that is why these are termed as our unlike decimals, or let me write the short form. I'll write UD here. U for unlike and D for decimals. The decimal numbers given in pair 2, that is the second question, are our unlike decimals. Coming to question 3, 15.43, 2196.12 and 18.3. Again, can you tell me? Yes, these are our unlike decimals because the number of decimal places are different. Here 2, 2 and 1. The number of decimal places are different. Coming to the last one, 5.145, 17.004, 272.928 and 72.802. Again children, if we observe, the given pair of numbers are having the same number of decimal places. All these four have only 3 decimal places. So these will be called as our like decimals. Yes, clear how to distinguish between like and unlike decimals. Again here we are having few more. The next topic is comparison of decimals. That means, what does that mean children? That means that how do we compare the given two decimals? Suppose if we have two decimal numbers, then how can we say that which is the greater one and which is the smaller one? If you look at the example problem here, Rohan bought 2 pumpkins. The first one weighed 4.8 kgs and the second one weighed 4.5 kgs. Now Rohan wants to know which pumpkin weighs more. The weights of the 2 pumpkins are 4.8 and 4.5 kgs. Are you looking at this pumpkin children? Pumpkin. Yes. So this pumpkin, the weight of the first one was 4.8 kgs and the weight of second one was 4.5 kgs. Now Rohan here wants to know which is the heavier pumpkin. That means which pumpkin's weight is more. Suppose if it was 4 kgs and 5 kgs, we know that 5 is the bigger number here. So we would have said the pumpkin that is weighing 5 kgs is heavier. But here we are having decimal numbers that are 4.5 and 4.8. We do not know how to compare them, right? So that is what we are going to learn now. Observe that in the given decimal number 4.8 and 4.5, the whole number parts of both the numbers are same. 4.8 and 4.5. What is the whole number part for this? 4. 4 is the whole number part for both the given decimals. That means the whole number part for both the given decimals is same. It is nothing but our 4 here. Now compare their decimal parts as, what was it children? 4.8 and 4.5. As both these numbers are having the same whole number parts, so what are we going to do? We'll go for the next, that is we'll go for comparing the decimal part. We are having 8 and then we are having 5. Which is the greater number here? 8 is greater than 5. So the decimal number 4.8 becomes greater than the decimal number 4.5. Wait a minute. Understood children? First we looked at the whole number part. The whole number part for both the given numbers is the same. So that is why we went with comparing the decimal part. Now here the decimal part is 8 and the decimal part is 5. 8 is greater than 5. So 4.8 becomes greater than 4.5. It is very simple children. Just as we compare the normal numbers. Say suppose I am having two numbers 1516 and 1562. How will you compare? First you will compare from the highest digit, that is, first you will check whether the total number of digits are same or not. See, this is a 4-digit number and this is also a 4-digit number. So now you will compare the highest place value, that is 1 thousands place. Now both are same. So what will you do? You will go for the next place. We are having 5 and also it also has 5. Again both the numbers are same. Then we'll go to the next place, that is our tens place. We're having 1 and then we have 6. So 1 is less than 6. So the number 1516 becomes less than our number 1562. In the same way, here we had two decimal numbers 4.5 and 4.8. The first digit or the whole number part was the same. So that is why we went with comparing the next digits. What are they? That is the decimal part. 5 is less than 8. So 4.5 becomes less than 4.8, children. The same rules of comparing whole numbers is applied here. No need to worry. Let us look at example 1. Compare 12.56 and 12.44. First compare the whole number parts of both the numbers which are the same, that is 12. Now hence compare the decimal parts. 12.56 and 12.4. Again we have two decimal numbers here. The whole number part for these two is same. The whole number part is the same. Yes children, for both the given decimal numbers it is 12 itself. So what should we do? We should go for comparing the decimal part. Here it is 5, 6 and here it is 0.4. See, again just now previously we have discussed that when you are comparing two what children, two whole numbers, then you will count the number of digits. It's having 3 digits and 2 digits. Yes, see, this is a 3-digit number, so you will say that it has more number of digits. So 156 is greater than 15. But in decimal numbers it's not the case. In decimal numbers it's not the case. We can convert this one decimal place into 2 decimal places by adding a 0. Understood? What did we do here? Here we had only one decimal place, that is 4. Yes, and so as here 12.56 has 2 decimal places, for the purpose of comparison I am making this also into a 2 decimal place number by adding a 0 to the left. 12.40 is nothing but 12.4, children. 012 is equal to 12. Yes or no? In the same way, if I write 012.40, we can cut off these zeros at the starting and the end and write it as 12.4. Understood? Any extra zeros to this end or to this end, that means for the decimal point to the right and for the whole number part to the left. So no matter how many zeros we add, the value will not change. 12.40 is also nothing but is equal to 12.4. This is also, let me write again, 12.56 and 12.4. What did I do here to make the number of decimal places same? I am writing a 0 to the right of the decimal part. Now these two are our like decimals, aren't they? They both have the same number of decimal places. So they are called as our like decimals. When we have like decimals, it is easy to compare, children. Understood? It is easy to compare. So whenever you are having two decimal numbers that are unlike, convert them into like decimals by adding zeros. Okay. Now what if this was 401? 401, 0.401. Again here it's only 2 digits. So for the third digit I'll write a 0. Understood? See, suppose if I compare it as it is 401 and 56, the decimal parts. If I compare, what will I say? 56 is less than 401. So 12.56 is less than 12.401. Yes? Yes. But if you do the same comparison after converting them into like decimals, that means I'll add a 0 here. It becomes 560. 560. Now if you compare the whole decimal parts, we are having 506 and 401. Which is the greater one? 560 is the greater number here. So 12.56 becomes greater than 12.401. See, because of adding this 0, I've got the correct answer. That is 12.560 is greater than my decimal number 12.401. That is why adding of 0 is important, children. You have to convert the given decimals into like decimals and then compare. Now for the given two numbers 12.56 and 12.4, the whole number parts are same. So comparing the decimal parts, here we are having 56 but here we have only 4. So for the second decimal place we'll add 0. 56 is greater than 4. So 12.46 is greater than 12.40. Understood, children? Another example, compare 15.46 and 2.61. Let us also read the note here. While comparing two decimal numbers, when their whole number parts are different, the decimal number with the greater whole number part is greater. If their whole number parts are the same, then beginning from the tens place, the decimal number with the bigger digit in the same place is greater. Yes. Or else an easier way to compare the given decimals is, children, suppose I am having 12.43 and 12.3. Now these two are unlike decimals. Even without converting them into like decimals also you can compare. How? Just the normal whole number part. How will we do? We'll compare the first two digits here. They are the same. See, 12, 12, the whole number part is completely same. So we'll just eliminate it. Then we'll go to our decimal parts that are 0, 4, 3 and 3. We'll compare the digits in the same places. It's the tens place. Yes, 1/10 place. So here we are having 4 and we are having 3. Now when I compare 4 and 3, 4 is greater than 3. So the number 12.43 becomes greater than 12.3. Understood, children? What should I do if the whole number part is same? The another method to compare is just to compare the digits in the 1/10 place. The decimal number with the bigger digit in the 1/10 place becomes the bigger decimal number. Now what if I have 12.421? Okay. Now what if I have two decimal numbers like this, where the whole number part is also same and the digit in 1/10 place is also equal? What should we do? Go for the digit in 100th place. 3 and 2. 3 is greater than 2. So the number 12.43 becomes greater than 12.421. Clear, children, the comparison of decimal numbers. Coming to example 2, here 15.46 and 12.64. If you look at the whole number parts, we are having 15 and 12. We know that 15 is greater than 12. So directly we can write that 15.46 is greater than 12.46. Clear, children? Now we are having a little exercise where we have to compare the given decimals and put the appropriate symbol, that is either greater than or less than. If you look at question A, 3.6 and 3.9. Both are having 3 as the whole number part. If we compare the decimal parts, 6 is less than 9. So 3.6 is less than 3.9. Next we have 6.81 and 6.44. Again the whole number parts are same, right children? We'll compare the decimal parts. 81 and 44. If we compare this 8 and 4, 8 is greater than 4. So that is why 6.81 is greater than 6.44. Next we have 18.5 and 18.42. Here do not get confused. See, do not compare 5 and 42. Do not say that 5 is less than 42. So 18.5 is less than 42. No children. Here it is nothing but we have to compare the digit in the 1/10 place. Here we are having 5 and we are having 4. 5 is greater than 4. So that is why 18.5 is greater than 18.42. 18.5 and 18.42. Again, if you remember the note here, what was written here? By arranging decimal numbers, we first convert them into like decimals. Or while arranging and also while comparing, like decimals means what? Let me write here the decimal numbers we have. Like decimals are those decimal numbers which have the same number of decimal places. Yes, here the number of decimal places is 1 and here we are having 2. So now we have to add one more decimal place here. How can we do that? We can simply add a 0 to the right side of it. If you remember in the first class about introduction to decimals, what did we learn? No matter how many zeros we add to the right side of the decimal part, the value will be the same. So that is why to make these two decimals like decimals, what are we doing here? We are adding a 0. Now if we compare these two, 50 and 42, 50 is greater than 42. So 18.5 is greater than 18.42. Understood? Convert them into like decimals and then only compare. Or else if you don't want to do this, what you can do simply is only compare the digits in the 1/10 place. Only compare the digits in the 1/10 place. 5 and 4. 5 is greater than 4. So 18.5 is greater than 18.52. What if we have 5 even here? Yes, even the digits in the 1/10 place are the same. Now what will you do? We'll move on to the next place, that is 100th place. What digit are we having here in the 100th place? Here we are having nothing. Nothing means 0. But in 18.52 we are having 2 in the 100th place. If we compare, 0 is less than 2. So 18.50 is less than 18.52. Understood children about the comparison of decimals. If you do not want to convert them into like fractions, only like decimals, only compare the digits in the same place. These are the two ways. One, you can convert them into like decimals and compare directly. See, if we convert this into like decimal, we had 18.5, here we are having 18.52, so it will become 18.50. We are adding 1 0. When we compare 50 and 52, 50 is less than 52, so 18.50 becomes less than 18.52. Understood children? I hope the concept of comparison of decimals is clear. With this we've come to the end of today's class. What did we learn today? We learnt about comparison of decimals and also conversion of decimals into fractions. Yes, I hope today's class was clear. Please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the